global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. Right now, Governor Soludo have decided to reply what is going on in Southeast. Don't forget that that Fatimah saga that happened in Anambra, where he's the chief security officer. He has also decided to speak on that matter, and Arewa youth northern groups have decided to say this to Nigerians as a whole over what is happening to their youth and their members. Before we go into the news proper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's start with the narrative and what Governor Charles Soludo wants corrected with immediate effect. Well, according to Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo had denied report that religious bringing down targeted and northerners have been happening silently in the southeast, particularly in Anambra State. The governor also warned an Abuja-based newspaper, Daily Trust, against inciting violence in the country. Soludo was reacting to a lead story by the media outfit where it reported that coordinated movement menaces targeted at northerners have been going on in Anambra State. The governor, speaking through his press secretary, Mr. Christian Aburume, said, and I quote, "While it is true that there is a general insecurity across the country, there is no targeted religious or ethnic cleansing in Anambra State. As a matter of fact, Anambra indigenes have suffered more casualties as a result of these unfortunate issues. The insensitive slant of the Daily Trust report have the tendencies to stir anger and disaffection in other parts of the country. The report, therefore, is totally unacceptable and inimical to the unity and progress of the country, Nigeria. Government of Anambra State hereby states that the report is not only sensational but misleading and should be immediately retracted to reflect the real situation on ground. The release noted that Anambra indigenes and people of the north and other parts of the country live and do business with each other and have shared common values, but have always lived at peace with each other in the state. It also stated too that Soludo administration has not only demonstrated commitment in tackling insecurity, but has continuously reassured both the indigenous and non-indigenous in the state of their protection and safety. While in another news, ACF have decided to speak their mind over the same issue, but this time around they have a different narrative to it. May the Lord keep Nigeria. How, I do not know. The tension is increasing. Well, according to them, say take steps to end what is going on in the southeast, or else you face legal consequences. Well, according to the news, Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF has expressed worry over what is going on in the southeast by their own on their own brothers as victims, saying Nigerians will no longer safe wherever they are. This is even as Arewa Youth, under the aegis of Arewa Youth Consultative Forum AYCF, yesterday appealed to Southeast governors to take steps to end what is going on in Southeast. Well, Secretary General of the ACF, Murtala Aliyu, who stated this yesterday, said, "If you look at the security of the country, it is quite unfortunate that today Nigerians are not safe in their country. Our main worry is regarding the situation in Southeast. Yes, Northerners are equally victims, but even the other Nigerians who are living there are not safe. I think the important thing is to look at it holistically beyond regional or sectarian basis." So our own take as ACF is that the government must take this thing seriously. A lot of energy is being spent on this electioneering thing. If election is necessary, bringing a new government is necessary. But I think before this government leaves, we must do something about security. Otherwise, even elections will be impossible in some locations. The moment some parts of the country are not conducive for elections will not be conclusive. Once elections are not conclusive, do not adequately cover the country, it means everything could be questionable. I think it's important government brings all the attention to security. in the southeast from the insurgent or IPOB or even UGM or whatever you call them. Then in the north, you have the bandit, the ISWAP, the Boko Haram, and so on. It's important that the government puts attention to security more than any other thing. On the threats by what is happening, that terrorists have decided to abduct more train passengers in seven if the demands were not met. The ACF scribe said the federal government should know that the responsibility of government was primarily the safety of lives and property of the citizens. For God's sakes, government must do the necessary, do all it takes. They must secure these people's life and their life as well. This is our position, and I think the position of every reasonable person, the ACF scribe said. Similarly, Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCF, challenged governors of Southeast government to take urgent steps to do the needful to protect their own. After the emergency meeting in Kaduna, the AYCF, in a statement signed by its national president, Alhaji Yerima Shettima, said what is going on in the southeast is at the slightest opportunity was totally unacceptable. The group said it was expecting Governor Soludo of Anambra State to use his exposure in governance and management to tackle what is going on, and he expressed his disappointment at his inability to caught this in the NEP. The fact that the governors of the Southeast are the chief security officers of the state, but do nothing to stop the unprovoked issues against our brothers, the Northerners, presupposes an ethnic cleaning agenda, and we condemn it in whatever guise. IPOB or ESN statement noted. The ACF said the bringing down of a mother and her baby and the rest, it's not acceptable. That it clearly also shows that the life of the Northerners are not valid in the Southeast. The silence of these governors, despite these issues on our sons and daughters in the Southeast, must be stopped now, and we want to sound our note of warning that no Nigerian has a monopoly of violence, and that Northerners' respect for the rule of law should never be taken as a weakness, the AYCF said. Meanwhile, the Anambra State government has also done the needful by denying it of being both religious and ethnic cleansing. This is quite a big one. Honestly, this is how it all began in 1967. For those who are historians, will agree with me. What turned the whole country to something else was a wrong narrative being found out by the new media houses or media house that changed the whole thing, where the Ndibos, before they would say Jack Robinson, they were already in a loss simply because a wrong information got circulated around and the whole country was in flames. That's to tell you the dangers also of fake news. It's good to note that Governor Soludo did not keep quiet, but he quickly responded. That has nothing to do with all those. When it comes to the issue of criminality, everyone's hand needs to be on deck to ensure that this is stopped right now. Because whether you say it is the foreigners there or the other ethnic group they are coming against, it's a matter of time. By the time the other ethnic groups stop coming around, they'll start coming against your brothers and your sisters. So now is the time to put all hands together to stop this insecurity. That's what going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? Do have a nice